Holy shit, I hate those guys.
Fuck those guys.
Somebody help these 20.
It's time to figure it out, Ricky. Don't touch me. Don't fucking touch me.
It's recording.
Oh, yeah, we're live.
We're live.
I see a little red dot there.
Do you ever do cuts?
What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Trav here. We're doing another giveaway today.
Stop. That's
I
real.
bought Robbie a car.
You're gonna cut that out, right?
Never. Nope.
You don't cut anything?
Well, we don't do like your like vlog style cuts.
So wait, this is gonna be in it.
Well, unless
maybe.
you say something like racist or sexist right now that forces me to cut it out, that's staying in.
Women suck.
It was a trick.
Okay, can we eat?
Okay,
yes,
so
we're starving.
we're joined with Annika today. If you don't know her, Google her.
What's wrong with you?
Yeah. So she's on YouTube as well as Instagram, but she had a YouTube video where she was trying vegan foods, and we totally ripped that idea
Because I'm a
off.
vegan.
Yes.
I actually am a vegan. He got gluten-free because he's crazy.
Yeah, at the store, we thought it was better to go safe than sorry.
No,
be safe
gluten-free
than sorry.
food. Gluten-free food is
And they all
Satan.
seem to be like gluten-free and vegan. So
So what we're gonna do is something she said was called a mukbang.
It's pronounced mukbang. It's like a... I think it's Korean. I was gonna say Asian. It's a Korean, like, where people like eat a lot of food.
Yeah, if
In
she's wrong
front.
about that, blow up her social media, let her know.
Call me racist.
oh, you didn't see? We also got these actually. These look pretty good.
Bollywood Blast kale chips.
You
I
had
knew
these?
you'd love those. I know you so well. I knew those would be
I
yours.
thought I was gluten
They're
free. What an
school
insult.
approved.
Stool approved?
They're
School.
I thought you said stool. Like,
No.
it's going to help you shit.
No, these are
It
gonna help you
means
shit. I
no
guarantee that.
allergies. Yeah.
Okay, so mukbang or mukbang is basically, I guess, where YouTubers just eat.
No, actually, that's the best way of putting it.
Okay, so I got a piece of paper towel for you
Thank you.
and for you, and I guess I'll
Everyone's
just go
gonna
fuck
click off.
myself.
Everyone's going to click off. No, you can do it. I am
You're
yeah.
not a messy eater.
Okay, we starting with the.
Tostitos.
We'll show a little box here.
Chill.
Taquitos. They look
You know
pretty
what
good.
this tastes like. You literally copped out. Yeah, let's. What is it? So you said this is also called ASMR.
Yeah, what does that stand for?
I don't know.
Do you want a little barbecue sauce with that? Vegan, gluten free?
No.
I think we should.
Oh, yeah, sure. Totally. What ASMR? You know that feeling when someone tickles your back or plays with your hair and you kind of go into that like Zen mode? You know, your
Kinda.
body kind of relaxes and you get kind of tired without sleeping?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
It's that. So it's like basically trying to stimulate that feeling of someone like playing with your hair or like tickling your back through things. So some people get it through like someone like pretending to do your makeup on a YouTube video or brushing someone else's hair, like a bunch of weird shit.
You know those
Or
things?
eating. Like people like the sounds of eating. I don't.
No.
But
You know those
Sorry.
like
Let's keep
claw
the eating
metal
away from
things?
the mics.
yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? That you like put on your head and they like massage and like tickle your head? Is that ASMR?
No.
Okay.
But that feeling.
Okay.
Rob, you couldn't have been more wrong.
That feeling. Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding. It's like
So, like, what does that stand for?
Do you want me to Google it?
hey Siri.
Fuck you, Travis.
She doesn't work anymore.
Hey Siri.
See what I'm saying?
Hey Siri.
See what? Remember, we used to do this podcast, and if we even said something like cereal, Siri would be like, "How can I
Yeah.
help you?" We had an episode like that way back.
I think
First of all, let's
Siri's
talk about the
sleeping.
food.
Oh yeah. First
It's
first
bland.
bites.
I was gonna say it's good, but I also don't have
It's
a
pretty good.
palate.
I eat like a 4-year-old. I
You
eat
know, also-
pasta all
yeah.
day.
Also, I'm like so hungry right now that
Yeah.
anything would kind of taste good.
Wait, did you guys go to the gym this morning?
Nope.
Me neither.
Yesterday, though, holy fuck.
Ripped it.
Absolutely ripped it. Arm day,
As
baby.
you
Every
tell-
day is arm day.
Rob and I are really fucking jacked. So, if you want to be like us, use Simply Natural Organic Barbecue.
Can I have a sip of this because it was spicy?
Oh yeah.
Okay, let's talk about this. She's having a sip of.
It smells like
It's
Ass
buckwheat
crack.
drink.
It's got Hebrew
Kind of hard
on
to
it.
read. It's got a few. It says it's
Where-
made in Italy,
Hebrew.
but it's got.
It's actually in Hebrew. I'm not
It's in
kidding.
Hebrew. It's buckwheat.
Give me
Greek
some
or
of that.
something. Maybe Greek. I don't know.
And let's cheers. And You already tried it? Did you already try it?
No.
Okay. Cheers.
To us.
To sadness. Not as bad as I thought I'd be.
Not that bad.
No, like kind of like what I would imagine
Kind of like I don't
puddles tasting like. You know what I mean? Yeah, like a puddle at like a grocery store, like the maybe under the produce aisle.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Like a little bit of like chlorine in it or something.
Like you got a little bit of cleaning chemical, but it's
Yeah.
mostly
like
just
a parking lot puddle.
No. It's gonna be under the produce section at Whole Foods. You know you know what I'm saying? Like it's collecting underneath the lettuce or something. You're like, there's pesticides in there, but you can taste the lettuce. You know?
Yeah.
That's fucking
You know what?
disgusting.
Like, you could probably use this on your cereal. Mix it in.
Okay, let's keep eating.
Okay, so we're gonna try
A gluten-free burrito.
gluten-free
Actually killed me.
burrito and vegan burrito. Maybe a little barbecue sauce on that too.
It tastes like nothing.
You know what? I'm so hungry. All this is good. I think I'm gonna go vegan, dude. Other than the
No,
fact
you're
that this
not.
3 plates cost us $50 at Whole.
Yeah, I'm rich.
Yeah, vegan lifestyle.
Robbie and I are also, on top of being incredibly jacked, handsome men, very rich.
Very
Wealthy.
wealthy.
Almost $800 to my name.
This, not really for me.
I'm just kidding.
It's true.
Beyond Meat Burger. If you go to A&W,
Amazing.
you order these Beyond Meat Burgers. They sell them at Whole Foods now. So let's.
Oh wait. For all you meatheads who love sports, real sports, bar and grill, you know.
They have Beyond Meat burgers.
Burger.
Burgers.
I chirp him all the time about his weird words, so I love
Burger?
that you caught that.
That
I was
came out
about
the
to get in
wrong
his
way.
ear about that.
Beyond Meat burgers.
You had a Beyond Meat burger on the
Burger.
treadmill.
No. At Real Sports, they do it really well, and they put like really good vegan cheese on it. It's lit.
Okay, well now I'm self-conscious because I made you this literally from the bottom
it's
of my
okay.
heart.
I'm easy.
Just
Not
kidding.
like that, but
I fried it on a pan. It's gonna be all right.
Lit.
oh, I love
Cheers.
pickles. Pickles make anything good.
These are hot and zesty
Oh, but there's
pickles.
also a gluten-free bun, so that's a red flag.
Yes, they are also made with these delicious gluten-free, 100% plant-based and egg-free buns.
Oh my god, I'm scared.
So is this a part where like people on YouTube are just like, what is great about this? How is this fire content?
I don't know.
You know, because when you and your sister, you know what they do? They cut it up in the vlogs. They edit it so it's like exciting.
Yeah,
It's
no,
all
no,
the
exactly.
highlights. Maybe we could do that at the beginning of this episode. Mm-hmm. We'll vlog style cut the podcast. Wow.
Of us eating, saying funny shit.
Yeah, and like you do these things where like you make a face and it zooms in on you, and then you, you spilling all over yourself. Oh yeah, that's a good idea.
Gluten-free bread always has the texture of like it's like a week old. Like it's stale. You know what I mean?
Oh, I can't even swallow that.
Gluten-free bread is fucking
It's like
crusty.
bread you would feed to ducks.
Yeah, or deer. You know, I'm not discriminating against animals.
Any animals.
Any deer out there listening? Sorry.
Swing and a miss, buddy.
You like that one?
No.
Oh, cool. I'll just cut it right out.
Yeah.
What was I gonna say? It's like a sponge. It's like you're eating a dish sponge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The puddle was the best comment.
Or a
Puddle.
bath bomb.
The meat is really good.
Okay, Beyond Meat burgers, they're like $5 for a frozen patty. So unless you're rich like Rob and me, you probably can't afford it.
So a box of them are expensive, eh?
So expensive.
Wow.
If I didn't live at home and had my dad, shout out to Neil. I know you listen to all these. Like every once in a while, he goes vegan for like 6 to 8 months to get his health in check.
Really?
Yeah, and he just he picked up a crap load of these.
This is it gets worse. It's getting worse. Since you said
Yeah.
puddle water, I'm like, yeah, I like puddle water.
I think
We should mix this with tequila.
unsweetened version of this would be better.
Yeah. Ew, it tastes like oily, sugary puddles.
Ew. All right.
Pizza.
So Annika's also a freak of nature and likes apparently burnt to the crisp pizza and was giving Rob a hard time in the kitchen. She was like Gordon Ramsay in the kitchen when it came to this pizza. She's
what
like,
are you? An idiot sandwich.
Yeah. She's like, ew, you're such a freak. Like, is a pizza's floppy? Like, she
I had to
wanted
pull it out of the oven about 10
She wanted
times.
a vinyl record of pizza, basically.
That's not even burnt enough.
That's not even. Let's.
You know what? Let's. I'll know for next time when I don't eat this pizza.
One bite. Everyone knows the rules. This is from Daya.
Yeah.
Oh, here. We'll show the boxing here.
Zero flop on that. You know me. I'm a traditional floppy pizza guy. This is also gluten-free, vegan cheese. These mushrooms are from organic cow shit.
Not bad.
No, you guys got the wrong one.
Can we do nothing right? We got getting nothing
You
right.
should have gone with the vegan Whole Foods.
It tastes like pizza, but
The
not really a
crust is better.
pizza that
Trust
I
me,
want
taste
to
the
eat.
crust and it's burnt, and you'll like it way more.
What pizza should we have got? Sorry.
There's one that has fake meat on it. That's really good.
The pepperoni, the fake pepperoni.
No.
We didn't see the fake meat one.
I feel like this is what space pizza would taste like.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like
Wow.
preserved for a long time. But
We're changing so many people to the vegan lifestyle right
We
now.
know Chris Hadfield's a listener as well because you met him and you're buds now. So Chris, cheers. We now know what it's like.
Even I'm not liking vegan food right now. And I'm vegan.
The funny thing is like vegan food is just like also vegetables and like salad and like
Vegan
normal
food's
stuff.
lit. Hear me out. They went to Whole Foods and got gluten-free. These two boys,
Men,
I specified.
lads.
Lads. Okay, even better. That describes it more. These two lads went to Whole Foods and got gluten-free vegan crap. Like, you have to go the vegan to Whole Foods and they have to like make you a meal and then it tastes bomb, you know? Like, this is like shitty, like packaged gluten-free shit. I'm blaming the gluten-free more than the vegan. Because
What-
like,
What's your favorite vegan restaurants in Toronto?
Fresh.
I love Fresh.
Fresh is lit. I don't like Planta. Unpopular opinion, but
I
suck
hate
me.
Planta. No, tell me more. Tell me more.
It's so gross. Like, it's so overpriced. And the food is like, I ordered lasagna. It was zucchini. I'm like, bitch, I'm not anorexic. Like, I want carbs. Like, I don't want zucchini lasagna.
Do you remember me ripping on Planta? They took me
Yeah.
there for my birthday.
Yeah.
They took me
It's
there for
weird.
my
I
birthday
hear
too.
such mixed reviews
I
on
hate
it.
it.
It was just okay, this is what it was. The appetizers and the drinks were good. The little snacks were
Drinks, lit.
good. Lit. It's a really nice atmosphere. It's right in Yorkville. The mains came out and honestly, Rob, I can eat anything. I'm a trash can. And I couldn't eat the salad, the noodle bowl, or the pizza.
Let's just reiterate for everyone that missed this on previous episode. Trav eats his pasta with mayo.
No, okay, don't lie to people like that. I used to when I was younger.
Fucking disgusting.
Oh, whatever.
No.
You know what vegan restaurant I went to, which I really liked, is Hello 123. I think it's called. You been there?
Haven't been, but apparently it's amazing.
Yeah, it was fantastic.
Doomie's is fucked good if you want to go for like greasy food. My ex-boyfriend said the best burger he's ever had was a chicken burger from a vegan restaurant, Doomie's on Queen West, I think.
Doomies. And then I think there's another one like Hogtown Vegan or
It's really
something. Have you been there? Oh, greasy, like fake pulled pork. Like, oh, those are the top ones. Okay, so
That sounds.
I'm going to say
good.
not a lot of our listeners are vegan right now. But it's a really good date spot. These are date spot ideas if you're taking a girl out that's vegan. And that happens a lot more than you think.
Me, hi.
So if you we'll put Annika's
Insta.
Insta slide right in, take her out to one of those nice vegan restaurants.
I'm less gross than I appear to be right now. I'll eat nicer in front of you.
She's just as gross as she appears. No, I'm just kidding. What was I gonna say? So you on your like vlogs a lot are like hard on yourself when your parents all the time. You're not gross right now. It's like so normal, like just eating food and like, but you're always like, I'm such a pig, or like I look like trash. It's pretty funny though.
I don't know. I just find, number one, part of me does believe that. Number two, self-deprecating jokes are funny.
Yeah, fair.
And three, I just don't want to be considered cocky because my Instagram is already a cocky piece of shit that I'd rather like people know that I'm actually not cocky.
No, you say some funny stuff. Like you'll be like, what was that one line? You're like, yeah, people always say like I'm super insecure on Insta in my videos and you know all that stuff. And like, first of all, fuck you. Second of all, yes, I am. So like,
I am insecure.
I am insecure. So get over it.
It's hard growing up with Instagram and YouTube and everything. And people telling you that, you know, you're prettier in person or uglier in person, like because you have a following, everyone thinks that they have like a right to like pick you apart. I'm like,
they come in with an expectation,
yeah, or an opinion. I'm like, I don't care about your opinion on me. Go away.
How long ago did you start your YouTube channel?
A year.
You were Instagram before that.
Yeah, I never really tried to get followers on Instagram. It wasn't really a thing.
Wait, we still haven't tried the
came.
Burp.
They just like showed up.
Well, I was modeling and I got like tagged in a lot of
You're literally.
She's a natural.
Her and Rob could get along just fine. Rob is the worst. This is how he talks. For the podcast people, you're gonna get a load of this. Hey, yeah. So Annika, you're on YouTube, and how long until your Instagram followers came through? That's what it's gonna sound like, unless you keep it right here.
Okay.
So we forgot one last food item. We got the kale chips.
Bollywood.
An
bash.
exotic blend of coconut, mango, and curry.
That sounds fucking disgusting.
Yep. So
I hate curry.
So she also just stated she hates Indians. So blast her on Instagram.
Dive right in there.
Racist.
We're joined by Annika, the racist Instagram.
Ugly, insecure.
Yeah. Take me to Bollywood. That's good.
I need water.
What do you think?
Was your buckwheat drink not good enough for you?
Is water vegan?
Your glass of puddle.
You bad, Rob. You nasty. You nasty.
Talk about nasty.
Well,
These things are a little suspect.
no, it tastes like I'm licking like plates at an Indian restaurant after the food's been eaten.
I'm sure that's taken.
Okay, guys, can we keep it serious here? This is a really serious podcast.
Okay, I'm back.
Okay.
Anyways, yeah, I started modeling and I get tagged.
What age, sir?
16?
Okay.
17? And I was just tagged in photos. And I'd randomly start getting followers. And this is when like not a lot of people had followers, especially like in Toronto. I was just kind of confused. I remember when I hit 10,000, I was like, that's a lot of followers. Like I was rattled. And then I kind of just went with it. And then I guess more now it's more like I do like.
I'm going to be on your case the whole time.
It's fine. Instagram is like a job. But like, yeah, back then, like people always ask me like, how did you get followers? I'm like, I'm not trying to be like, I didn't even try. It's just like, it's the algorithm.
Well,
if it's people want to follow you, they follow you. It's not, if you try to get followers, that's when you don't get followers because it's dust. Like it's dust for people to be like, follow for follow. Like for, I'm like, go away. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, Rob
no
and I
one
got to
wants to
stop.
follow that.
We literally beg for followers when we're out there.
Do we?
No, I'm just kidding.
Like, obviously on YouTube, you can be like, follow me on Instagram, whatever. Like, so people keep up with you. But like, people like actually like trying their hardest or doing certain things or getting attention to get followers is kind of lame.
And it seems like all those people are the ones that are hovering around, 10 to 12,000, like struggling
Like the
to.
bot followers.
I always say like the Insta thoughts, like 20K.
20K below, eh? I would have given it like 10 to 12.
You know what another giveaway
there's
is?
some, like Insta thoughts with like 80K, but then they get like 200 likes a photo, and I'm like, those are bots.
Yeah, okay.
Those are bots.
And another
Boy.
giveaway, you can look at their engagement.
That's what
too.
I mean.
Yeah.
If you're getting like 200 likes and you have like 10,000 followers, it's like there's something off
Something.
here.
Okay, I'm just going to throw this in here because it bugs me. Because I agree with that. But then on my company Instagram, Wrist and Rice, I have 6,000 followers. They're real people. I get hardly 200 likes.
That's because it's a company. It's different.
I know, but I'm like, people
Companies, it's hard to get likes because it's not a personal thing. I go through I follow so many companies and I don't like every photo.
That's true. So you
Are
started...
you juuling on the podcast?
No. Was that okay?
Is that a thing?
I just rip it, yeah.
Oh, okay.
We're just chilling. I don't know if it's if it's against your
Well, then
brand.
pass it. I don't get a brand. I've given up a brand. I'm depressed and lonely. So
Annika's brand
Talking
is...
about branding.
I saw it
Gucci
tweet yesterday.
wrap
It was like
jewel.
apparently Rock Bottom has a basement, and I was like,
What was that, sorry?
apparently Rock Bottom has a basement, and I'm like,
Yeah, you're in it, eh? Can I say that you cried on your walk over here?
yeah, I did. I cry. Recently, it's been like 20 times a day, but I cry once a day, and then if I don't cry one day, I'll cry 2 times the next day. Like I'm a Cancer. I don't believe in like astrology, but like apparently that's a thing. I've learned this from other girls.
Should we read your horoscope?
When's your birthday?
Keep talking.
July 8th. And apparently Cancers are super emotional, which would make sense because if you start crying, I will cry immediately. I feel everyone else's pain, like everyone's pain, you know? It sucks.
I feel like you'd be happy, you know, if your birthday was around that time, like summertime, you're born in the midst of like
You'd think,
sun
right?
and yeah.
You'd think. I wish.
I didn't even have the full horoscope, unfortunately.
You got dumped, your life sucks.
Yeah, there's new beginnings in your life this year.
Yeah, shut the fuck up, horoscope. I'm depressed.
It's like written by like Susan at the Globe and Mail. Like, what the fuck do you know about my life, Susan?
Fuck you, Susan.
Jesus Christ. That's the thing about like horoscopes and stuff. I like it when they're good, and I just ignore them when they're bad because I know they're just written by some person. Like, unless you're like the fucking Dalai Lama.
Okay, I worked at warehouse, which is very like weird, like a weird place to work.
Yeah.
But it's like kind of like jokes.
Like serving, like the food place?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The food place.
The place.
You know, like the restaurant, the food place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Food station. Mukbang.
Not
Mukbang
a
hole.
warehouse. You weren't.
No, I did not work at a warehouse. I worked at warehouse, and there were a lot of people there who believed in astrology, and I'd be like, "What the fuck?" So they kind of explained it to me, and so I think my stance on horoscopes is I don't believe in the whole like your what's it called, your horoscope, like you're the thing they write out. That's bullshit. It can't apply. 12 things can't apply to every person. But what someone explained to me, which kind of makes sense, is that every thing on earth is made from stars. That's how we exist. Like the earth came from stars. If you believe in God and Jesus, can't relate, but like everything.
You're really alienating a lot of our listeners right here. No, I'm just kidding.
No, but it's true.
Huge
Though. That's
Catholic
like,
following.
If you, like at the end of the day, everything's made from stars. So every matter on earth is made up from the stars of the universe. So it makes sense that when you're born is when you were like aligned, like it's what stars are aligned and shit. Like I'm explaining it horribly because I'm blonde, but like, you know what I mean? Like I don't believe in the whole written stuff.
Yeah.
But I believe that maybe some point of when you were conceived and when
100%.
you came out of the womb determines some of your personality characteristics and some of your emotions. I
think
see
even
that.
scientists agree with that. The time you're born has an effect on your life, some personality traits you have, and it could have something or nothing to do with the stars, or just the fact that people do certain things certain times a year and it affects a growing up child that always has, say, their birthday in the cold, or like when people are at school or in the summer. Definitely probably has an effect.
I think so as well.
But when people say something to me
Faith
like
all over me, like literally in it right now.
when people say stuff like, "Oh, I'm this way because like I'm an Aquarius," or like, you know, they use it as an excuses for things. I'm like, that doesn't really make sense.
Sorry that I'm emotional. I'm a Cancer. It's like, no, I'm an emotional hoe, and people get annoyed by it. But I also am a Cancer.
But like, it's things like that. So I watched your New Year's video when you talked about like getting your life together and stuff like that, and
it hasn't worked.
Well, it's only been a week or two.
To be fair, right after that, something really bad happened, so it kind of shook my world up.
So like, there's
it was the worst time. I uploaded it, and I'm like, life is great, and then it happened. I was like,
won't be vlogging for the next 6 months. Thank you. No, but so Rob and I was saying, we went through this a year and a half ago, and we actually started this podcast last New Year. Same deal. And we're just like, you know what? It's fucking time to like figure ourselves out. I don't know why I'm this or I'm that. Like for you, I don't know why I'm, happy, sad, or like I sleep in. You were saying all this stuff. And we literally spent the last year with this podcast, like diving into all that stuff. And we have tons of ways to like tackle it. And I don't think we need to get into it here. But if it's like something you actually want to work on, I think we figured out the way. Like we're going to be the 20-year-old Tony Robbins. Like we figured out a way to like fix ourselves.
We did a lot of
you're
experimenting.
like Dr. Phil.
Like, no, we just
like, you're not the dad. No, it's like,
no, it's like we did a lot of
not my dad.
experimenting last year, and so we've kind of got an idea of what works for us and what doesn't work for us. So, you know, moving forward this year, we're just kind of focusing on the stuff that works, and you can see yourself when you get sidetracked from that way.
So like, I don't know. I don't think we'll do it on the air, but I don't know unless you have like one specific thing that you wanted to like, you want to get a hold of that maybe we could like talk about our experience with. That's the only thing I could think of, unless we want to just talk about it after.
The main I am very like, I've a bunch of things I want to do, but nothing I'm passionate about really, like actually like hardcore. But that's like what I'm trying to get into like on my own, like, you know, like the whole thing.
Yeah. No, that was our exact issue. That's why it's called Too Many Jams. It's you have so many options. You're good at a bunch of them. You don't like anyone like that's all you do. Like the people that, you know, make it to the NFL, they're like, I played football morning, noon, night. I worked out with my dad. It's all I did. It's like, I never had anything like that.
Yeah.
So how am I going to
They're kind of lucky in a way that they just have that
And
one.
I grew up at everything. I'm
good at everything.
Humble brag, but it's like an example is like I'm good at every sport. Like I can do everything. It's like, but I'm not amazing at one.
Because
Were you a cheerleader?
No, ew.
Okay,
Rob,
Like,
you're
what-
so sexist.
Basketball.
No,
and
because I was
soccer. I
no,
played
I
hockey
was
for
watching
5
your video. I
years.
was watching your video, and you're doing some like
Oh, that's
cool,
because I
like,
have an
back
obsessive
springs and
personality.
stuff.
So if I see someone do something, I want to know how to do it. So I used to watch videos of girls doing backflips, so I learned how to do backflips.
Cool. That's awesome. Actually, Sky Zone, the tramp park. You made a video there, right in our neighborhood. Honest to God, 2 things about it. One, horrible date spot. I took a girl there on a date. Smelled like sweaty kids. It was so not romantic. It sucked.
I thought you were gonna be like she broke her leg or
I've
something.
been dying to go there.
But as
It's
a
so fun.
yeah, like as a just
Yeah.
like going with your friends.
It's sick.
First of all, prepare for like a 3 out of 10 chance of getting a concussion, and a 10 out of 10 chance of like hating kids after.
and
but-
getting sweaty as fuck.
Oh my god, yeah. But other than that,
I was reading some articles
Dave.
recently that were
I know,
published in
so
the news,
stupid.
and they were roasting the Sky Zone policies about what you have to sign, like the waivers and stuff, to do parties there, because they just kind of eliminate themselves from all liability and like list all these horrific things that
Like-
could
as they
happen.
should.
Oh, I've been
Yeah.
there. I think I've been there like 10 times in my life, literally. And like 2 of them, there was ambulances outside. I'm like, that's sick.
Kids are just colliding in midair. Like it's literally
my
like
ex-boyfriend, I think his cousin like broke his arm while they were there.
Shit.
okay. Sorry for that guy. But yeah. Anyways,
You
guys,
know who you are.
good rip. But so this thing about doing too much, we had the same thing. It was like what, in fact, I think it was the theme of last season. So what we figured out was it was like a lot of things. We had work ethic issues and all that, like I think everyone does, and we sorted that out through a different route. But it when it comes to that stuff, it was not finding your passion. It was experimenting with all of them, finding the one that people kind of respond to the best, where you're getting the most feedback. Like, I want to collaborate with you. I want to work with you, or let me watch this more. Or like the ones that people are wanting more from you and you like it. Those are the ones we started gravitating to. And it was music and the podcast. Like, as much as I make good jewelry and stuff, no one was like, holy crap, like your jewelry moved me, or like I need to buy it, you know what I mean? Or like no one's like, this guy is
Changed my life.
the same way like Joey with his clothing company. People are like, this guy has an eye for clothing. I want to buy it. I want to collaborate with you, stuff like that. For us, it was music, and we only did that through experimenting.
Yeah, and I think you need to do something that makes you happy. Like I think everyone's focused. I mean, I think humans in general are very focused on being remembered and trying to like change someone's life. Like even having kids, like you want to continue on the legacy. You want your kids to have your last name so you live forever. Like you plan out where you're going to be when you die. That doesn't matter. When you die, you're dead. And it's like, I know I'm such a girl, but you know, like the movie, like The Fault in Our Stars.
I never watched it.
Oh,
Yeah, I never watched
if
it
you want
either.
to ball your damn eyeballs out, watch The Fault in Our Stars. It actually is a great movie. I know it's kind of like a chick flick. It totally is, but it's actually worth the watch. And I love the book because I love John Green. He's a great author, but one part in that movie is apart from like all the cheesy stuff, like at the end. So basically I'm not gonna tell you what happens. I'm not gonna spoil it, but like it's these 2 kids with cancer who fall in love, and like one of them is so worried about like being remembered, like wants to be this amazing, like wants to do something crazy, and he's so frustrated. And the girl who's in love with him, she's like, I'm going so deep. Don't you understand that like you changed one person's life, you changed my life. It doesn't matter. Like stop fucking being worried about changing like the whole, like it's called like having like little things in your life that matter. Like it's honestly the little things in life that matter, and everyone focused on having like Lambos and like being famous. Those are the ones who end up depressed and kill themselves, because like you need to focus on making a few people happy rather than everyone. And if you make yourself happy and you make someone fall in love with you and they like change your life, then like
Seems like you got it fucking figured out.
my therapist, I'm depressed, told me that she's like, you are the most self-aware person I've ever met, yet you
just
don't have
don't
yourself
apply it
figured
to
out.
yourself.
Oh my God, I can give anyone the best advice ever, and I'm so self-aware. I'm like, I should have done this. And when it comes in the moment, I'm like bawling my eyes out, don't know what to do. Like I'm very self-aware, but I'm also like stupid with my own shit.
It's like self-aware, not self-controlled.
Yeah.
If you summarize it. But
Yeah.
like on that vein, Robbie and I were the same case. Like I could look at anything objectively and be like this, that, and that. And then I'd not do work one day and play video games. And I'm like, I'm living at home. Like, what the fuck am I doing?
You're like, why aren't I famous yet? It's like, well,
So like, we figured it out. Like we dove in, and a lot of that stuff, we won't waste more episode on it, but we figured almost all those areas out, even like our own like happiness and the little things and all that stuff. But when it came to figuring out what to focus on, our last episode called Funnel Vision goes into it. And basically it was, once we figured out what we like, that we're good at, that people responded to the most, we started to craft our identity around it and live as like, it's stupid, but like I changed it so that I prioritize my identity to be a rock star with a jewelry company and a podcast documenting my life, like in that order. And then everything I do is below that. It's not part of my identity. And it doesn't mean I quit it all. It's just now this year we're working on each of those things, shaping them so that they all are coming to a finite point, which is eventually funding our music dreams, right? So we figured it out, and that's how we got through that. And if you do all your stuff, same deal. You don't have to be only YouTube, be only Instagram, or only this. They're in a kind of sphere together. Like it's content. They go hand in hand, but it doesn't mean you can't do your personal trainer thing or anything like that. It's just you're a content creator that's a personal trainer.
I try to look at things as life of like having a pie, and if like your whole pie is either a person or one thing, if that thing goes down, you feel like you're empty. Like you need to fill up your pie with a million things. Like you have a slice of your pie that's your family, you have a slice of your pie that's your company, you have a slice of your pie that's your boyfriend, that your friends, your like all these things, and they go together as you. Like you don't have to have one thing that's you. Like something I tell someone important to me that I won't give away, but like they have one thing in like their career that is so important that their self-worth is defined on that one thing solely, which is so dangerous. Like you need to have different parts of you that make you. You don't have to have one thing. And
it's a little bit unhealthy sometimes if you don't have a balance.
Yeah, totally.
When your entire happiness is dependent on one thing, you can reach the pinnacle of that thing, and that's amazing. But it's going to create a lot of imbalance.
And it's never enough. You never feel like you're enough.
So I think it helps to stay busy too, because being busy and planning is important. You know, just having stuff all the time.
I just love the way you guys are sitting, and like this is such a powwow.
Like you're in the
like facing each other. You're like literally sitting there, be like, oh yeah, like it's great, and you're over there, be like,
all this. Think we're like high as fuck.
I know.
I don't smoke weed, so
yeah, only uppers. No, I'm just kidding.
Too many bowls.
Wink, wink.
Wink, wink.
No, I don't smoke.
No, but anyway, like really insightful stuff, and I knew like we wanted to have you on because when we chat, we were on the phone for an hour and a half the other day, and I'm like, what the fuck were we talking about? You know what I mean? But you were similar to us. You have theories on all this, and you spit it out, and so we wanted to have you on. But we also wanted to talk about like your jam, like what you are up to, and what's that like? Because I wrote down some stuff. For one quick question I needed to ask. Why does your sister have a different last name than you?
So my parents, I live in a very normal family. Like my parents are sick, and like my sister and I are like, we're not stepsisters or anything. It's just my parents didn't want to be sexist. So firstborn got my mom's.
Okay. Got you. So does
your mom go by her maiden name then?
Thorson, and then I got the shitty last name that rhymes with moron. We get it. I've heard those jokes. Don't make fun of me. But it's actually pronounced Boron, not Boron.
Oh, okay.
I know it's spelled Boron, so I usually just say that if someone's asking. But like, it's actually pronounced Boron. Whereas I'm gonna change it. I love feminism and shit, but I hate my last name, so I'm gonna take whoever's last name I marry if I ever find someone who knows.
And do you ever have any issues like when you're traveling or like I don't know, just like with family, like getting certificates or anything?
My sister.
That you all have different names?
No. It's
stories?
The most annoying thing is just people don't believe us because we also look opposite. Yeah. Like my sister looks like Travis, like brown hair, brown eyes. So.
And gorgeous. You know what I mean?
Stunning.
So,
way
and a killer personality.
Yeah.
Rich.
Yeah, rich. Jacked. Sorry, yeah. Forgot about
way
that.
Prettier than me, yeah.
No, you guys are both like really attractive, but like dark features, blonde features,
That's
different
what I like, because
names.
no one could compare us growing up. There was no like, not that it matters, looks don't matter, but no one was ever like, oh, yeah, that sibling is standout. It's like we look so different, you can't even compare.
Well, all right, that's nice.
Yeah.
And this goes into the other thing we were talking about, like the honesty on your vlogs and stuff. Like you are just like this. I had known you for like a week, and you were telling me like deep problems, right? And you do this on the vlog.
I just told all your podcast people that I'm depressed.
And depressed and alone is what I think you said. But it's also the reason why when I first met with you and you told me you had a vlog and stuff and you were talking with me, I was like, I think you're gonna do really well with it because you're actually like you're genuine. And when I watch your videos, I was like, you're funny too because you cut it up in a funny way. But you're like you'll say exactly the thought.
Yeah.
And you won't edit that out.
It's a blessing and a curse.
Yeah. And you were like in the video, you're like
people either love me or hate me.
You're like, also these people know so much about me.
Yeah.
Like, is it weird? We find it with the podcast when we go out and people will talk about something like we've said intimately, like how like I have a trouble feeling love or something. And like they'll like bring it up to me. I'm like, how you know that?
Or even like, oh, I forgot about that. Like you have to tell me the story about my life in some ways. Yeah.
Like we're famous too. You know what I mean? Like we get it.
But that was like my first comment to Trav when I was watching your videos. I was like, she's got like a real genuine honesty to her in the videos, and it comes across. And I think that's important in what you're doing with the vlogging and everything, right? That's
probably the number one comment like I get is that I'm very just genuine. And for me, because when it's you, like you're editing your videos, you get kind of insecure. You're like, who would want to watch this, whatever. And when I started uploading vlogs, I was like, ugh, whatever, they're kind of boring. But people like love them, and I was like kind of confused because it's you. You're like so like you're your own worst critic, right? So I was confused as to why people enjoyed it. But I think I'm just genuine, and I've always been that way. So it's weird when I grow up and I put it on like social media for a big platform and I get so much feedback saying you're so honest. I'm like, that's just the way I've always been. I don't think I have a filter. Like I'm not gonna say like something really like mean or terrible to someone, but I just really say what I'm thinking, and I'm very like talkative. Yeah, I guess.
I didn't notice. That's news to me.
I'm really quiet and shy.
Yeah, same with Trav.
Hard to get a word.
No wonder you guys spend hours on the phone together.
Literally like got off the phone. I looked at an hour and a half. And I was like, holy shit. And then I like told her all this weird stuff after, and I'm like, what? Like
you say you're very honest too.
Oh, 100%. And I have less of a filter.
Yeah, you do. He says weird shit to me.
Like not like weird, like pervy.
Okay.
Oh, what do you mean? I'm like the least pervy. I'm like I maintain boundaries well. Okay. Do I not?
Some suspect comments been made.
Nothing about you ever.
Not about me.
Yeah.
No, not about me.
No, but other people, yeah. Oh yeah, big pervert.
Let's just hear a couple of them. You know,
no,
remember?
You're losing viewers.
No, I told her about my YouTube ideas where I want to.
No, I can't even. They make me
she
feel
hated
ill.
them.
I felt like I was in like a Twilight Zone. Like
yeah,
I'm not.
You told me.
I'm actually like 0% a pervert, but I want to. See,
that's the thing about you're so obsessed with like being someone. Just don't do things that don't make you happy to be someone.
I never said they wouldn't make me happy, those YouTube idea videos.
Because they'd make you money. If you didn't get any monetization from that, would you do it?
Okay, she asked me would I make a video with a sports car and a good-looking girl.
Fucking weird. That's what creeps do in my DMs.
I'm not DMing these girls. I'm like going out in a sports car, making a cool video. I think and like it gets 10 million views and I make $20,000. Like, am I a criminal?
I think it goes back to that thing about having a balance. You know, you got other stuff going on. It's like if that's your only jam, you know,
you fucking roast me
in a car, with a girl.
Friend and he agrees with me.
But
Rob, you're not getting off scot-free. We taled about this, and you were fired up about these.
I'm balancing you out right now.
Oh, thanks. Yeah. What the heck?
She's talking about creepy guys.
Oh, I'm definitely like I'm not creepy.
It's like you got that.
You're
other,
not creepy.
You got
but the
other
thing
stuff going
is, like,
on. So
there are a lot of ways to make money.
Yeah.
Could I be an escort? Yeah. Could I make easy money?
Fair.
Yeah. Would I do it because it would make me feel good about myself? No.
Okay, fair. You know, that's a good point. And to be fair, I haven't made those YouTube videos, but I also will just spit an idea like that out. No, I'll just throw it out, and that's how I do creative stuff. Like we'll be like, we're making a song, and I'll be like, cool, should I have like a donkey noises in it? And then like it's like you'll say 5 bad ideas, and then one of them is perfect. That's just how I create things.
But you got to be open that way to get to the good ideas.
Yeah. What is? Oh, Lindley was telling me that you never shoot stuff down while you're brainstorming, ever.
I like that.
Like it's a policy that Google has, because if you start to get self-conscious about the ideas itself,
you're not going to start. I mean, you're not going to keep generating them and like throwing them out there.
That's fair. That's why you asked me, and I'll shut them down for you.
No, exactly. But I thought it was funny after. I was like, why did I tell you all that? Just because
I'm also not judgmental. People have. Okay, I am. I think every human is judgmental. I think it's a stupid thing to say. Don't be judgy. Naturally, humans are judgmental. That's how you make good decisions and bad decisions and everything, and that's how you choose to like people or not. But I'm not judgmental and like
doesn't make you feel differently about them. Like
no.
Yeah.
Unless you said something really friggin' whack.
It's only been like a month, so
I'm waiting.
you're waiting. Other things. So we like Rob and I. We also you saw you had one goal. You just want to make more content, stuff like that. Rob and I had the same sort of thing because like the path we're on involves some form of content, but we're really uncomfortable about it. So it took a lot of courage for us to go out in public and take pictures of each other. So weird. You know what I mean? But so we had to set goals because it's like if we didn't write it down that we had to do it, we wouldn't. But another thing we want to do is like we're going up north this weekend to do a ski weekend with our friends, and we wanted to like
Blue Man?
No, up near my place in Halliburton, a place called Sir Sam's, and like when I do vacations and stuff like that, I want to make a vlog as a memory. Like I want to make like a thing, but that is the weirdest thing. Like I don't know how you walk into Whole Foods with a camera.
Does it ever get uncomfortable?
Oh my god, yeah.
Or do you just like surpass
sometimes
that?
I put like the camera in my like shopping basket and like film it like through the holes. Like I'm obviously so self-conscious, especially in Toronto because Toronto's a small city. Like it's big, but it's not. Like I grew up here. I know a lot of people, so it's really awkward when you see people, especially like young people. They'll kind of look at you like, I know who that is. Like I've been walking on the street and like Yonge and Eglinton and girls like are yelling at me like, I love your YouTube. It's like you feel like uncomfortable
not a big
to
deal.
do shit. No, like not in a braggy way. I'm just saying that it's like I am a very, very insecure person. I kind of overcompensate with my confidence because I'm telling you all my deep rooted issues.
Yeah.
But I am quite an insecure person. So vlogging is hard. What I do is I vlog on my phone when I'm in public because it looks less weird.
What equipment you use?
Because I have the new phone now, so it's good quality, and you turn it to the side, and it makes it so it looks like regular footage when you upload it on Final Cut Pro.
And you don't feel weird walking around like this
like
at
an
all.
actual my vlog camera's small, but it looks like a camera, so it's really uncomfortable when you're walking around, especially like in my neighborhood where I could run into someone I know or like a parent who's like, oh, my kids are in school and Annika's walking around with a camera, like cool.
It's also the environment. Like Toronto, it's weird. When we go to LA, it's like every third person. They have a fucking
LA
Casey
makes
Neistat.
me want to die.
They have a Casey Neistat. Oh my god, I love it.
Love it out there.
But not to live. Everyone out there has like a Casey Neistat like Gorilla Pod set up with a DSLR and like a mic on the top, and they're walking around. And all I can think of is
uncomfortable.
You'll never be fucking famous.
Like talking to your phone or talking to your camera, walking down the street, like.
So we're gonna push our comfort zone this weekend and vlog and stuff and make.
No, do it. That's a good idea. I mean, I have to do that too. I do most of my vlogging like at home and stuff. And
where do you get your ideas from? Like, what do you like? What do you like to vlog?
Deep
about,
dark depression, and they just appear. She turns it into a diamond.
For vlogs, everyday vlogs, I just start filming. And it's just like my day and stuff. But then usually like girls like request stuff. Like tonight I'm gonna upload like my skincare routine and show, like, I don't know, girls ask like what I eat in a day or what. People like when I sit down and talk about mental health, a lot of girls, it's helped them, and that's something I'm really open about that a lot of people aren't.
Do you do anything with Let's Talk? Like, isn't that month coming up? Bella
Let's Talk. I have a bittersweet relationship with that month.
Our friend Eli
Yes.
is starting, or you know Eli.
Yeah, he just like
That's the one that connected us too.
Yeah, I forgot about that for a sec. But anyways, he's doing a Belle Let's Talk podcast starting up with Belle soon. You should connect with him.
I should
about
do
that.
it.
Mm.
I love talking about
hate?
mental health. Oh, with Belle Let's Talk. It's just that it's like this one time of year, and I'm like, well, we all struggle all the time. Like, I think mental health is just severely underfunded. The therapy I go to, I'm not gonna like drop numbers, but it is so expensive
100%.
that even normal person couldn't afford. Like,
it's like $150 an hour for like
double
for like an intro guy. So I remember,
it's fucked up. Like, I am so fortunate that I'm not a spoiled kid, but my parents are willing to invest in my mental health because they're like, it's a deadly illness. Like, we need to do this for our kid. But what about the parents who can't afford that, like, for their kids, or the kids who like don't have parents who can afford that? It's so unfair. And like, my dad's always saying how unfair it is. Like, if I break my arm, I can go get it fixed for free, but if you're having suicidal thoughts and want to jump off a friggin' bridge, no one's gonna help you. Go on a wait list for 4 months.
Isn't there publicly funded?
Yeah, but the wait list,
getting there,
but the wait list is like 5 months. So like CAMH, for example, you're like, I could get free therapy in 5 months. Well,
that's
you could be dead in 5 months. Like, that's why Belle Let's Talk, I think it's amazing. It's better than nothing. I think it's a step in the right direction, but I don't think it's, I just hate how, all the athletes one day a year go #Belle Let's Talk. I'm like, well, I know a lot of you athletes, and you I've had an anxiety attack in front of you and you thought I'm fucking crazy. Like, don't hashtag Bell Let's Talk and pretend you're a good person and act like you care and act like you're educated on it. It's hurtful.
A lot of fake people use that as like, I care, Bell Let's Talk.
Yeah.
It's bullshit. I hate it. Once a year, all these famous people going hashtag Bell Let's Talk. I'm like, that hashtag does jack shit.
Because it happens all year round.
Yeah.
And also, as she's saying, they probably don't even really give a shit.
You know,
That's why
they post photos. You're not alone. I'm like, are
It's
you
a
okay?
platform
Like,
for
yeah.
them to pretend like they care.
And that's the thing.
It's like another. It's like charity work. Like
because you and I, we would care about someone's mental health, and I won't even put the hashtag up because I feel like a poser.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I'm not like doing anything about it. Like if Eli did it, I'd be like, nice, you donate X amount of dollars per year.
Yeah.
Like good on you. You're someone that struggled with it and went through all these things. So you get it. You deserve it. And like,
I don't want to be that person who's like, it's never enough. Like, for example, I'm vegan and people are like, well, you drive a car. Like, I don't want to go up to people and say, don't do anything because it's not enough. If you're going to do something and hashtag something, that's better than nothing. But the point is, the 1 day a year thing bothers me. Not because I don't think it's a good thing, but it's not enough. There is not enough light on mental health at all. Like, at all.
all right. So Trudeau, if you're listening, figure it the fuck out, dude. Literally taking 60% of people's incomes and you can't even provide some therapy.
Literally.
Like, kick rocks, bud. Also, I remember because I was going through, I've only been to therapy once. And it was about the thing I struggle with the most, which is my feelings. No idea what they're about. And I was going through with my ex-girlfriend. So I started seeing a therapist through Skype when I didn't know what to do. And it was $150 an hour to talk to this guy through Skype, and he was a fucking idiot.
Yeah.
I was just like, he was telling me nothing. It was more like I was paying some guy to listen to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But tell us how to find a therapist, because what someone told me is you have to try them out.
Oh yeah,
There are different types too, right? Different streams
so
of
I
therapy.
do something called DBT. It's a very specific type of therapy. I've been to the therapist where she listens. I sit there and tell her my problems and cry, and she listens and gives me a shoulder to cry on. That doesn't save my life. That doesn't do anything. So I did something called DBT, dialectic behavioral therapy. So it's very specific on emotions and how you it literally teaches you skills, and there's homework, and you have to write down how you're feeling and what you're feeling every day. You have to challenge yourself. You have to do it's different for every person. It's very personalized. There's group therapy and individual therapy. It is extremely hard work. I hate it most of the time. I don't want to go, but it did save my life. It helped me so much because it challenges you. And then there's other types of therapy like CBT, and then there's like rehab for people. Like, you have to find the right. And if someone doesn't have like diagnosed something really specific and they just want to talk, totally. Like, I'm a strong believer that therapy benefits absolutely everyone, mental health problems or not. I think it's really important for people to talk to a disconnected person, not talk to someone that they know. I think that's hugely important. But when it comes to people who are actually severely ill, there is specific types of therapy that will help you that are hard work and that you may not want to do, but it's work. You don't get better. Like, a drug addict doesn't get better by just like sitting and telling how they feel. They have to work really hard, and it sucks. Like, people who struggle from self-harm, you have to like, it's like an addiction as well. You have to like work hard to not do that. And I don't know, it's hard because these things are so expensive that everyone's like, yeah, I would do that, but I can't afford it. So that's where it's hard. I like encourage people to go to therapy, but I know that a lot of people can't even afford it.
That's amazing. Well, like,
Who's calling you?
should we
Please answer.
Call him back.
Call him back. Right
Are you
now.
gonna edit this out?
Don't say that.
Hey, Vern, what's going on?
Yo, did you guys have a podcast with Annika?
No, why?
Oh, she just randomly followed me on Instagram and liked a couple of my pictures. What the fuck? I thought you might have been like, I don't know.
No, yeah, we did have her on. She's at our house set today.
Oh, did you?
She's 100% at our house. This is real life.
Yes.
She's at your house right now.
Yes.
Yeah,
Doing a pod-
we're doing the podcast.
When are you doing a podcast?
We're recording it right now. We're gonna put it out tonight. You're gonna see it.
Oh, yeah.
You may make a little appearance.
Yeah,
What are you guys actually doing over there, though?
we made some food. We talked about Annika and her stuff she's got going on, and we're still going. Like, we got to get back to it, but We thought that was gonna be funny. We love that you called.
What's that?
We love that you called.
Are you actually doing a podcast right now? Can you tell me?
100%.
Hi.
All right, well, I'll let you get back to it. I'm waiting for my podcast, but
We'll have you on soon enough. Honestly, we're doing them every week now. We actually need you more than you think.
all right, bud. Enjoy.
Okay, I'll call you in a bit.
See you later, yeah.
Easy.
You guys are so cringe.
There's nothing cringe about
They were
that.
so cringe. I didn't like any of his photos. He lied to your faces. You can go through my whole thing. I've not liked any of his photos.
You know what? That's unimportant.
How old is he?
It's our age.
He seems kind of cool.
No, like the solid dude. Like I think it'd be a hilarious.
I love how
thing.
excited he was. That really boosted my confidence. He called you because I followed him on
He
Instagram.
knows.
You know what? I told him because I was with him this weekend, and I told him that we were doing a
Yeah.
podcast this week, and I told him who our guest was.
Let's talk about this. So as you said, like being single at 22 or 20. Sorry.
Don't
I
tell him
keep
I'm
forgetting-
20. He's going to be like, what the fuck?
You're right. She's 22.
Yeah.
-2. But I remember when you told me that, I was like, fuck, like good luck. Like I remember when I was 22, even like 18 to 22, I was like, fuck.
Like, I had no idea
I wouldn't
what was
recommend
going on.
myself to you. I wouldn't recommend any of my friends. It would be like, I didn't know anything about girls, about being like a fucking guy. Like
No. No.
and our younger friends, don't get me wrong, hilarious dudes, and we were funny and we were having a good time. But in terms of like finding a guy that's going to be a good boyfriend,
Good fucking luck.
luck. So,
Literally.
well, so what's your opinion on that age group? Because Rob was there last weekend. He saw some firsthand fucked up shit.
Oh, okay, so we're talking
yeah.
we're talking age group like 18 and like 23 kind of?
College,
Yeah.
early to mid
So like
college.
to 23,
Yeah.
22?
Yeah.
Horrible.
Your experience?
So immature. I mean, brains of men do not mature until like what, 26, and then like women are like 23 or something. So even me, like, okay, now I'm like setting myself up for failure.
Even me,
No,
I'm out
great.
of control.
I'm mature. No, seriously though, people just don't have their shit figured out, and they don't know how to control their emotions. They don't know how to handle things, be mature. Like the problem solving skills just aren't there.
the
at
life
all.
experience too, and like the
Yeah.
maturity, like to literally be like,
especially if they haven't had a long-term relationship. I've been in 2, so I'm not being pretentious or entitled in saying that I have more knowledge than other kids my age. There are plenty of kids who are 20 who are super mature, but like I feel, especially relationship wise, if you've been in them, you kind of learn from them. So I feel like now I've been through hell and back.
you gotta know what you
But
want. How you
at 20, a lot of guys and girls have not been in a relationship, so they get in one and they're overly jealous or protective, or the opposite. They don't give a fuck. They don't care about people's feelings. You tell them they're upset and they go, "That's not my problem." It's like, well, you're in a relationship with me. I don't know. People are just very emotionally
or
immature.
they ghost and they gas and they like go out and like
so disrespectful. Yeah.
And you know what? You don't realize until you reflect on it, like a couple years later, being like, okay, you know what? At that stage of my life, I really didn't have any idea because
Yeah.
I'm more set and like, I don't know. It's like maturing thing. You notice, right?
Well, you're learning a lot. You're in your first kind of long-term relationship, and when I was in one years back, I would
Yeah.
tell you like all my problems, and only this last year you would be like, "Trav, remember when you told me that? I get it."
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Remember
It's
you
weird.
told me
It's
that?
like I'm
I
picking
get
up on
it.
these. You tell me these stories, and then I run into the same issues, and then I'm sort of remembering them. I'm like, yeah, I'm going through the same situation. Like I remember you told me this,
But you
and-
only understood it when it was happening to you.
no, they would just right over my head.
I have to read a text my mom sent me one time because it was the sweetest thing ever, and it applies to this. One sec.
What I will say is, while you're looking up this text, is like, don't get me wrong, fun time to be alive. When you don't give a fuck, like I'm saying this is more like sucks for you. I'm not telling the younger people to change because they're out of control fun, and like you got to go through that period as well.
Yeah.
But holy fuck, the stories you guys told me from this last weekend up there, like can I
Can I tell?
if it's bad, we'll just edit it out. You can let us
Okay.
know. But
Okay, so I was at this pre on Saturday night with a bunch of girls.
My age?
Yeah,
Oh, honey.
yeah, your age.
Oh.
Maybe you know them, maybe you don't know them. So I was there with Gobsy, and this girl just kept talking about how fucked up she wanted to get for the night because they were all going to this party. And so she comes over with a glass of gin and a tampon, and she puts the tampon in,
Shut the fuck up.
lets it soak for a little bit, and then goes to the washroom and sticks it up.
That could kill you.
That's what I told him. You could die from that. It skips the liver, right?
I was blown away by that.
There are parts of me that are very immature, and then there are parts of me where I think I'm more mature than like 80-year-olds, because like that's the most fucked up thing I've ever heard.
I couldn't believe it.
Like I've never heard of that before.
I've never heard
I've
of that
heard
before.
of it as like a joke.
Yeah.
I've never witnessed anyone actually doing it.
Yeah, the same way I've heard of like butt chugging as a joke, and then you hear like some frat in the States actually did it and a guy died.
Yeah, right?
Like,
You can get alcohol poisoning.
yeah. So, you know what? I'm assuming she didn't. Like, nothing's on the news. And like out of control. Like, first of all,
hope you're okay, honey.
What I
Yes.
what I do
hope
want to
she's
say,
all right.
what I do
Wish
want to
her
say
all
on the
the best.
cast is like there's a bit of a double standard where like if a guy did something, maybe not quite to that extent, but like I just want to get fucked up and like maybe like snorted alcohol or something, and he was just like raging, we'd be like, whoa, like that's so crazy. Like
I hate
I don't
double
want to like
standards.
excessively rag on this girl for just being like kind of like a
Crazy gal.
crazy gal. So
No, it's true.
Bold
Double
move.
standards are fucked, especially like slut shaming. That's
Right.
that grinds my gears. So guys can fuck 100 girls and it's beauty. He's just being a guy.
Right.
Let him be a guy. A girl fucks 15 guys. She's a whore. Like, oh, she's don't touch her. You're gonna get chlamydia. It's like, can you grow up? Like, women can fuck whoever they want to fuck, as many people as they want to fuck, as long as they're not fucking with a relationship.
yeah,
As long as you're not hurting anyone or hurting yourself.
Yeah.
You can do whatever the fuck you want, and girls need to learn this because guys are horrible. They like, oh, that girl's a whore. It's like, really, honey? Because I'm pretty sure you have like double the amount of, like, it doesn't matter. Like, your sex life is a personal thing, and like, I don't
yeah. No, and that's why I
agree with
didn't want to
that.
like rag on this girl. I know guys that do equally fucked up
Yeah,
stuff.
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
But that was, I wanted to say
the whole
because
thing
that
is
was,
because it's a tampon, because it's dangerous.
yeah, and it was unique. I've never heard
Yeah.
anything.
It was just like
Kind
my
of
first
impressed.
run
Yeah,
in.
like-
yeah.
like, you know,
Kind of impressed,
kind of
honey.
impressed. Would like to hear about how her night was after that, though.
Maybe we should reach out to her representatives to get a
Her
slot on the
get
show.
her people to talk to her
Yeah.
people.
You need to have her on the podcast.
It's like not to.
Play by play.
So what happened?
Party
immediately-
tricks.
No. Did it burn? No. I'm just. Like,
Would you recommend it for
gin
me to try?
Gin burns my mouth. I couldn't imagine other sensitive areas.
I've had like guy friends like snort vodka. Have you guys done that?
That was my reference. Also, does
Have
that
you
work?
done that?
Never done it. No.
I don't know if it works, but I know that it hurts. Like they were like,
can imagine
fuck,
it,
ow.
yeah.
Snorting water hurts. Like when you get it up your nose at the pool. Yeah.
That
Oh, yeah.
jewels make me feel so sick. I feel really
Oh,
sick
sorry.
right
I
now.
feel amazing. I have the opposite effect. I'm like buzzing.
No, but I was gonna say I wish, but it's good because it makes me feel sick, so it makes me not want to do it.
Absolutely. And to be honest, like for the people watching,
I'm going through a stressful time. Don't judge me.
for the people watching, the jewel is something where I have. I'm working on this over the last couple weeks. Jewel rules. Jewel rules, and I'm experimenting.
I've already heard these.
Yeah, I'm experimenting. So I won't.
He's really proud. Listen up, folks.
I won't say it on this podcast because I want to go through another week of it.
Just
but
wait. Say experimenting.
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 See, we've got this thing where I say treadmill.
Oh, honey, what?
Yeah, I know. It's
Bitch, weird. Do you also say pillow and milk? When
Pillow?
people say milk, it makes me violent.
Oh no, I say
It's milk.
you say treadmill, pillow, and milk. Treadmill, pillow, and milk.
Pillow.
And I say
I say
experiment.
pillow.
Treadmill.
He says experiment.
Treadmill.
Treadmill.
I know it boggles my mind. He's like, "Trav, we're gonna hit the treadmill." I'm like, "What are we gonna get a burger and fucking eat off?"
I never
of it?
thought it was weird until
Boy,
you called me out
what
on
did you
it.
call burger again before?
A burger.
No, okay, but anyway, these jewel rules I'm experimenting
Experimenting.
on, because like I'm a guy with not really addictive guy, don't have a lot of vices, like all that stuff. But the jewel is an easy one because you just sit and it gives you a little buzz
It's too easy.
It's too easy. So I laid out these ground rules I'm experimenting, and I'm gonna do it in one of our next episodes where I recount these rules because you got to get control of if you're gonna have any fun vices, if it's controlling you, you're an idiot. And
What I do is I just purposely run out of pods or lose them and let it die and just don't charge it.
yeah, that's what you said. I don't have a charge. You're like, I don't have a charger.
Charger or pod, so I don't even think about it.
So
Whereas I have like 2 jewels, 2 chargers, 8 pods.
there's like 8 ready
Yeah.
to go.
I have like a rack on the
10
wall.
wraps.
You know how Casey Neistat has his like boosted boards on the
Yeah,
wall
yeah.
plugged in. I have the jewel wall.
I'm gonna go with the Versace
And
one today.
Not to take away from your mom's text and like give her a weird intro, but like what did she
oh
say?
yeah,
For
forgot
a
about
second, I was
that.
like, my mom? Okay, yeah.
Mamada?
Oh fuck, I lost it. No, it's right here. Don't worry. Someone entertain the viewers.
When the moon hits your
Okay, never mind.
eye like a
Stop.
big pizza pie.
Okay, I'm sorry. I did that.
That's
Okay, stop.
amore.
No. I hate. Okay.
When the moon hits you. Obviously, she's never been to LA Italian
so
restaurants that we went
She
to.
gave me advice that she's given to me before, and she goes, "Wait, what were we talking about before? About like how."
Dating guys,
no,
young
Dating
you,
and maturity.
You didn't understand it until it happened to you. My mom told me she sent me like a huge paragraph and was like, "I've said this to you before, and you didn't appreciate that message, but I'm saying it again because we hear things differently at different times in life." I was like,
Wise
"Mom,
ass
drop the fucking
woman.
mic." Jesus
Wow.
Christ. I was like, my mom's the goat.
It's so true.
It's true though. Like sometimes people tell me shit like a while ago. I was like, "You're crazy, you're ridiculous, that's so whatever." And then it happens to you or you just like grow in life and you're like,
Can you repeat
"Fuck
that?
yeah."
Can you repeat that exact
Yeah,
line?
say that again.
Guys. The advice she was giving me was men are different from us. But I've said this to you before and you didn't appreciate that message, but I'm saying it again because we hear things differently at different times in life.
Shout out Steph.
Steph, you're the fucking goat.
You're the
I
goat.
love
That's
you.
good.
And it's what we
I
realized
do have the
last
best
year.
parents ever. I
Yeah.
should be way cooler than I am. I really should be. Like, I'm like, I should be the best, but I'm like,
Yeah, you
I'm subpar.
You do have rad rents. We can get your par level up for sure. Working on it though.
Still haven't met them, so
Oh, these guys haven't even met your parents? Like,
Whoa.
dude, what are you doing over
I thought
there?
we were
not
closer
still,
than
but, like,
that.
Even I've met the fam and Pippi, the dog.
My dog is the best thing that's ever happened to me.
Pippi. Oh my god, I have a little picture on my phone. Curled up on my backpack. Like it was like laying down on its, and it just curled up, and it was just a little angel.
Not
down
it.
there.
She.
Her,
She
the
is a
beautiful,
living being.
powerful, independent woman that dog is.
She slept with me last night. It was.
mind you of Kelsey.
Oh my god, my little angel, Kels, rest in peace. God bless your soul.
Wait, what?
My dog, like my family dog growing up, was.
When did she die?
I'll show you pictures after, like last November,
I'm so sorry.
like teddy bear cute.
what type of dog?
It was a Morkie, or also known as a Linois, like a Yorkie Maltese.
Yeah.
Teddy bear face, little tongue hangs out like. Oh my god, my angel.
I know when dogs die, people are like, "Oh, I'm sorry." I'm like, no. You need to like take care of me for like a year. If my dog dies, you do not. You won't see me for a
My
year.
dog was ran over by my neighbor when I was a kid.
Don't make me laugh, Travis.
I know the story.
Travis, you're going straight to hell.
No, his neighbor like brought over. Didn't they bring over like a bunny or a teddy bear or something?
Yeah, the neighbor right when we moved to London, neighbor backing out of his driveway.
Your parents live in London?
Runs it over.
That's where he's from.
Yeah.
In Ontario.
Ontario.
Oh my God, I hate London.
What'd you say about my hometown?
This happens at least 3 times a year where people come on. They're like, "Yeah, I was in this like shithole, London," and Rob's just over there like,
I hate London so much.
"You hate the part of London you experienced through the school."
No, London sucks ass. You heard it here first.
I lived in London in the summers. I spent time with my uncle and these guys. In the summer, it's just a quiet, normal town.
Yeah.
Business is going on. You're playing golf.
There's just not as much going on. That's
Yeah, it's really
It's a lot of,
pretty.
like,
right?
suburbs.
It's such a pretty town.
There's so many trees. A lot of people with purple hair.
It's not like there's a train track running through the fucking downtown of the city that stops all the cars. It's perfect. It's the best place ever.
All right, yo, lay off my fucking boy. All right, like,
Sorry, back to getting your dog getting run over.
Oh yeah, well he got ran over, like backing out of
That's
his
fucking
driveway.
horrible.
The neighbor ran it over and brought it over. But then he brought like I was so young at this point too. But I remember he brought over these like shitty little stuffed animals to try and like what's the word?
Craig.
Yeah,
Kill my dog.
for me and my sister, he brought over these things thinking it would like
And then
fix
they
things.
moved. They
And I was
moved
like,
out though, didn't they? I think that had an effect on it. They moved, right?
They moved.
Yeah. Kill my dog. You get out of my neighborhood.
My ex-boyfriend's had a wiener dog and he got run over.
Oh.
And I cried when I found out. We were very much broken up. Like this was recently.
And you went
he
to the
told me at
funeral?
a club. No, I did not go to the funeral. He told me at a club that I was like, "How's your dog?" He's like, "Got run over." I went to the bathroom and cried. And when I came back, everyone had left and gone to another club. I was like, "What the fuck?" Like, I have a really soft spot for dogs. Like,
100%. Like I said, you know, I said I struggle with emotions. Not for my dog.
And pigs. I love pigs. Pigs are my
Pigs
favorite
are pretty
animal.
cute.
Pigs,
Pigs are a tough
Do
one.
you eat them, Travis?
Pigs are a tough one because I do eat them. But little piglets, I could have a little. Imagine a little one trotting around the house with his little paws. Definitely makes you think. So if you want to go vegan, if
The
you love
house hippo?
pigs, the house hippo.
I used to think that was real, and I was really pissed when I found out it wasn't.
I used to think a lot of things were real. I
Does
used
my
to
hair
think,
look? Do I look hideous right now?
You don't.
Because I feel like
Get out of your head, all right? Oh, you think so? Get out of your own head. You look good.
I look amazing.
And even if you got punched in the face and had a black eye, you'd probably still
That kind of look hot.
you'd probably still be above average. So, you know. But okay. Enough about your insecurity, all right? We're all insecure here.
Probably
Fucking-
still be above average. Compliment of the
you
year.
talk about insecurity. You literally ragged on his hometown with, like,
I'm not insecure
correct.
about it, though.
Everyone hates London. It's a thing.
okay. I was trying to like make her feel bad. So like wait to like go with me on those.
My parents live there still. They
I feel bad for them.
They listen to they listen to the podcast.
Do they actually?
Oh yeah.
Wait. Oh my god. What's your parents' name?
John and Bev.
John and Bev.
And they're absolute
Shout out to you.
gold mine people. You want to talk about cool people? They're
What
my
do they
family.
do in London?
My dad works like.
I thought they were homeless.
He's a
Thanks.
VP at London Life.
What's London Life?
It's a life insurance company.
So he's a boss.
My mom.
Whoa.
My mom stays at home, and they golf a lot. They golf a lot. That's
Yeah.
what they do.
And his mom is just like a saint. Like when we go there, like talk about having heart to hearts and like chilling. Me and his mom get along.
Bev, you beauty.
Bev's a beaut.
Yeah,
But
it's great.
okay, enough about London hometown and all that. I think we touched on those good
Enough about the
topics.
shithole.
Let's get on something light. Let's take us out of here. Let's talk about tattoos.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know what my next tattoo I want to be, but here's the thing: all my tattoos are words, so I want.
Yeah, you got the symbol.
Okay, I have a symbol.
All of them except for the ones that aren't words are words.
Okay, I have letter, symbol, quote. Sorry, I'm talking with the thing again. Quote, and then a number. So I should get more photos, but the next one I want to be is another quote.
That's tough. That's just what
Right?
you like, though.
Guys, fuck my life.
Will you reveal the quote?
Yeah, I thought you'd never ask. So I have the oh god, everyone watching is gonna be like, she's such a fucking dork.
Yeah, all
But I have
250 people of them.
I have the last line of Harry Potter tattooed here. All was well.
Cool.
I think it's just like a really
The
sick
last line of like the last book or
yeah.
something?
And I'm a huge Harry Potter nerd, and I wanted to get something Harry Potter, but I didn't want to get the fucking, the old like lightning bolt
Lamgardium Leviosa.
or like 9 3/4 or
Yeah.
whatever,
Like
I
you
didn't
should get the
want
lightning
that.
bolt actually tattooed right here.
I didn't want to be tacky, and I hadn't really heard of anyone getting the last line. I just thought it was sick, and the last line is all was well, which I think is a really cute, like, even though it's not well, my life sucks, but like, the intent was there. And
How do you choose placement?
I just thought this was a sick place. I think it's the nicest place ever.
You don't stress it, eh?
No,
I'm stressing it.
I really don't stress. I mean, I have tattoos all over me.
Okay, so my question is, so Robbie just got his first tattoo, looking good.
Pretty sick.
He's not single, sorry girls, because he's kind of tatted
Fuck.
badass now. Also jacked rich
He's
and cool.
like flexing.
Yeah, he's like, just gotta.
I can like make the palm tree like expand. It's not
Proper spot. It kind of looks weird. It gets.
Shut
the
up.
camera's too far. It wouldn't pick up your eye rolls, unfortunately.
I'm so used to my YouTube videos where I look at the camera and I do something, then I zoom on my face, and
so
now I'm just gonna
all
like.
you're gonna see from a distance is like you just like looking at the camera and looking back. No, but placement is what kills me. Because I want to get something, right?
You're a dude. You can get a tattoo on your fucking face. No one cares.
No, because think about this. You I told this to Rob. It's kind of weird. Like I love tattoos, but I also love the way my untattooed body looks.
He thinks his body's a temple, basically, guys.
No, I eat
Your
South Street
soft,
burgers every day.
beautiful skin.
You just need
No.
to break it in.
So I was thinking about
Trust
getting one on
me,
my foot.
What they say is that, but if you get one and it's addictive and you want more, it's true.
Yeah, so I was
I'm
thinking,
warning you right now.
I was gonna get one on my foot just to start me off because I'm a
You little girl.
I'm a little girl. A little crown.
No, that's sexist. You're gonna have to cut that out.
You're right. You little.
Female.
I was gonna say. I was gonna say something way more inappropriate.
You little
little bitch.
girl or boy.
No, I was gonna say tranny.
Oh, Travis.
Trap dog. Should I cut that out? I leave those in.
Trap dog. Cut that out. Ew.
She honestly lays into me.
I love chirping you. I love it. It's so fun.
And luckily I'm again super confident, good looking, rich, and like
And humble.
and those are all jokes, by the way. I'm like two of those things. Guess which ones?
Rich.
No, but she literally lays into me, and like I go into like some like very chirpable, can't handle it, love it, chirp all my
You are
friends.
very chirpable.
Get chirped all the time, very punchable. Get punched all the time.
Oh yeah,
That happens a lot. But yeah, no, tattoos. Where's the most painful spot?
Oh my God, my rib cage. I almost bawled my eyes
I've heard
out.
that's a bad one.
Okay, I didn't actually have a pretty high pain tolerance. It's tattoos aren't a crying pain. It's more of a squaring pain. Like I was like, fuck. You know, like it hurts because it's so close to the bone, and I'm like super skinny. So like,
Love it.
It hurt. Almost unbearable, like worth it, but it felt like I was like, okay, we're almost done, and he was like, I've done one letter. I'm like, are you fucking like, have you seen it? It's pretty big.
Always have, always will. That's really cute.
We're not going to talk about the meaning of that,
Okay.
but this one also hurt too.
Right.
Yeah, near the like the crease of the elbow hurts.
Eli said that the inside of his arm was nutso.
I
And
never got it,
It
but
was kind of
apparently,
painful.
So these are little things.
Yeah, ask him.
Eli got a mural on his arm, like an absolute mural. He had to do 2 appointments, 6 hours each.
6, yeah.
Yeah, that's the
Garbage.
thing. Also, they do like a little bit, and it feels like it's so much more than it is. I had the same feeling. Also,
I was like, they must be done, and they're like, nope.
So you know, you like Jewel makes me sick, and you're like, it keeps me from not doing it. I'm hoping that I'll get that one on my toe, and then I'll be like, that was so painful, and then I can like regulate. You know,
I have no idea what you're talking about.
you said Jewel makes you sick, so like it's good because you're not doing a lot of it because you feel sick.
Oh no, tattoos are worth the pain.
Okay, but that's what I'm saying.
The
Hopefully,
second after you forget, kind of like the jewel. I always forget.
yeah,
that
you're
it
like I
makes me
forget.
sick.
You're like
And then
asking
yeah.
for it. But also, are you not worried at all about like it's weird because I'm not in this world, but I'm worried that like at some point I you know if I do get famous when I get famous with the rock stuff.
I keep looking at the camera.
Yeah,
like,
sorry.
I'm like viewers
Just get
are
a
like,
little
what the
closer.
fuck?
She does this weird thing where one eye goes one direction and one goes the other way. It's really crazy. But I was worried, like, are you not worried at all about maybe if you're doing some like acting in the future and you got like tats and like they got to cover them up, anything like that?
Nope.
You don't give a fuck.
I think my tattoos look sick.
Okay, maybe I should stop being a
That's all
little.
that matters.
Bitch. No, and the thing is, my tattoos, I can hide them pretty well, and
Yeah.
they're not. People don't even think I have tattoos, and I'm like I have 7, and they're like true.
But what about for you do a lot of modeling, too, or do you still do that?
Not professionally, more like okay, no, I do. I get like I'm not with an agency anymore. I quit. You should watch my "Why Being a Model Sucks" video. It explains it
I think
all.
I saw
honey.
parts
It's
of
got
it.
2 million views. Not a big fucking deal.
Over them, over 2 million views. Just unimportant. but
Yeah, she just passed my dirt bike video.
so hard.
Like I have a dirt bike video online that has 2 million views, so like not a big deal. But
Pass
congrats
my
for
kayaking
passing that,
video also.
Robbie's
Kayak.
Rob has a video where he almost drowned in a kayak,
Actually,
Yeah.
and it's got like 6,000 views, and the comments are like, "So he's dead." It's like him
Wait.
disappearing under a waterfall.
wait, is it because you were with one of those things that straps on, like it keeps you in the kayak?
Yeah, but I went over a waterfall
Oh, gee.
and I got sucked
You
under.
do look like a guy who would kayak.
I know, eh? Fucking
I
kayaker.
don't know whether to take that as a compliment or
It's nothing.
Take-
It's just a
take it-
comment.
Take it as what you will.
It's
Okay.
yeah,
I'm gonna take it as a compliment then.
you would kayak.
How do you explain Robbie? It looks like he kayaks. That's all I can say. And does. But yeah. It's like videos him going over a waterfall. He disappears and everyone's waiting for him to come up. Then all you hear is like, yo.
Was it scary?
Yeah, it was kind of scary. I got pulled underwater for like I was getting thrashed for like 10
We
seconds.
laugh when his dog dies. We laugh when he almost.
It's it's funny. I cried when
Say
he told
la
me the
vie.
story.
Yeah.
When he showed me the video, I was crying.
laughing.
Because yeah, he also painted a little bit of a picture. I don't know if you
Have
painted
I-
the picture,
have I
right?
told it before?
Where you said you were a little bit. Can I say it?
No. No.
Nope. But
This guy will follow me back. I'm gonna lose.
also, okay, if you get a follow from Annika, just follow her back. Like that's all we're saying. And
Like a few pics, like at least 2 months back.
He didn't.
yeah, like a pick at 2 to 3 weeks back, so she knows you care. And then if she hits you back, slide in a DM. Everyone knows these rules.
I don't do the whole liking old photos. I'm not Dust. So
Okay,
you're
well-
gonna have to either DM me or you're not getting anything.
Yeah,
you're not getting anything regardless. Wow, that came out really wrong.
Yeah.
I meant to
She
say,
just wants people to give
Any
her attention
attention.
now. Not,
I'm an attention whore, guys.
yeah, she doesn't actually want. So like, just give her attention, not anything else. If
friend
she gets a dick pic, Robbie and I will show up to your house, and I don't even know what we have to do. Show our dicks.
We'll
or
give you
something.
high fives.
If you send her a dick pic, they're gonna want you.
we're
They're
gonna-
gonna show up and ask
Yeah.
for an orgy.
We're gonna show up an orgy with you if you send her a dick pic. So don't even try
Depending
it.
on what it looks like.
If it's a good dick, Robbie and I'll be over there. Honestly, I think we went around the whole spectrum here. What's our time? What's we looking
We're
like?
at hour 18.
Perfect. We're gonna slice
Time
up.
flies when you're having fun, eh?
We're gonna
Yeah.
slice up some of that stuff. Annika, thank you.
Slice.
You're such a freak. I'm gonna do the cut where you like zoom in on you doing something weird right there.
I probably look like a boy this whole time.
Yeah, you look like a boy, no big.
Is there any last comments or advice you want to leave our viewers / listeners with?
I don't know whether to say something stupid and funny or actually inspirational. Okay. Oh fuck! Now I can't think of either.
Yeah, like not to put you on the spot or anything, but what's something super insightful that people would respect, and you just have
It's
to
super hilarious.
Yeah, be funny, but also be educational.
And say it right now.
Rob, you just to break the ice, you hit one.
What?
What?
Like you hit one, say one to break the ice, get it, make it less
Yeah.
uncomfortable. You are who you are.
Don't be you because everybody else has already taken.
Okay, Rob.
Keep doing you.
Oh, you suck. All right, we'll edit that out.
Live,
I'm
laugh,
just kidding.
love.
Yeah, live, laugh,
Live, laugh, love.
live, laugh, love. So, thanks, Annika. You're the bomb.
Thanks for tuning in.
Thanks for tuning in. And the mukbang and the ASMR. Hope you really like.
Oh, I have something. Go vegan.
Go vegan.
But you probably won't, so I'll just accept that.
And don't shove gin tampons
yeah,
up there.
don't shove tampons filled with gin up your vag.
Do like white wine
I
or
have a potty
something.
mouth. My parents are like, "What has happened?"
I get a lot of comments.
I used to be the perfect kid you'd ever meet in your
What
whole
happened?
life. I graduated with a 95 in high school. I never swore ever. I was
Now you're
a
backwards
prude.
on a couch
A
saying
prude.
vag.
Now I have a potty mouth. But my parents at first got really mad. But now my mom walks into a room and she's like, "Hey, bitch." I'm like, "It's catching
She's like the
on.
mom from
It's
Mean Girls.
That's
Yeah.
funny.
You guys need anything? Snacks, a condom? Let me know."
Margarita, you know. All right, so Rob, we are done for this epi, but we'll see you next
Tuesday.
Tuesday.
Should we have a gang
So-
sign? I was watching Lock Up, and this is a gang sign in
It's also the shocker,
gang.
by the way.
For which gang?
Like the Mexican Bloodskins or something. I don't know.
The Mexican Bloodskins, shout out
I
to
don't know.
you. It's also a spread out shocker, but shout out Mexican Bloodskins later.
Adios.
Woo! That was a really good high five.
Nice. Well done.
We do a lot of them.
That was fun.
That was a blast.
That was great.